I was a hick kid growing up in the 1950s and 60s in Nevada on a ranch 20 miles from a town, which meant we didn't have a telephone, we didn't have a TV, we did have a record player, an RCA,
And a lot of books.
and a lot of books like this. And we had each other. The nearest neighbor was 9 miles away, so I didn't have a friend come over at night. I didn't have any of that. I left that and went to college just outside New York City. Not only that, this was a very different educational experience because there was no grades and tests in that school. Very different. I take a long explanation. Don't want to do that. You can look it up online. But I was one of maybe 15 or 20, 25 boys, young men, with 725 girls.
Yeah, you're educated Sarah Lawrence.
Sarah Lawrence College.
You
In
were you-
1971 there.
Were you one of the first classes that
First,
allowed
I don't
men
remember if there
into
were
the-
some there before me, but not many of us.
Yeah.
You know, you might
And
see.
even then you were a wild minority.
I was a wild minority because 80% of the students there were Jewish, and they were amazing students. I had to scramble to catch up. But every moment at that school for the years from 71 to 74 when I graduated was, I never knew. I didn't know
A
that.
flood of
Oh my
knowledge.
heavens.
Yeah.
To have people come from all walks, other people to come and lecture and to teach us and all that kind of stuff, it was fabulous. And so we didn't read out of textbooks. We read original authors all the time. And so that's my leaning. That was great for me. But let me go back a few years. At age 16, I came home, and I've told this story before. I came home, found my parents arguing, and my dad cuffed my mom and knocked her onto the couch. I went and got a gun, a .45 caliber 1911 pistol, loaded it, and chased my father from the house. I was that close.
I think you ever told me that part of it. It wasn't just bluffing. You were connected to that.
I meant it. I was 16.
You were mad and you were protecting your mom,
Yeah.
but you were connected to. It was close to hurting your father in that way.
Yeah. And he left.
Yeah.
Came back a few days later. I don't remember how long. Nothing was said about that. It was 1967. I know how close one can get to a trigger. The hard part for me was 2 months later, he took the same pistol and shot himself. So going to Sarah Lawrence was a crucible I had to go through to begin to discover that others were other than me, and they were different, and they'd had all kinds of different experiences. And I began to learn that there. I began to learn how to learn, yes, but most of all, I began to learn how amazing humans are.
All of them.